Hey guys, so I figured now that I'm home, we'll tear into this Mikuni and we'll check the pilot jets, and then I'll probably install the XL1000 jet kit from Mikuni OZ. I'll get you in the stand and we'll take a look at this thing. Hang on. Alright everybody, so we got our VM38 here. I'm hoping that these screws come off nice and easy. Yep. Yep. Doing the kind of the old, like, you know, kind of twist on it so they crack. Not trying to strip it. You can see these. These are the overflows or whatever. These come right out of here. Okay. There we go. All right. There we go. Okay. I can feel the gasket is stuck between the top and the bottom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take my my knife here, and we're just going to gently come in here. There we go. I'm not trying to scrape on it. I'm just trying to, there we go, get it so it pops down. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Okay, so we got our floats inside. This tube goes in that hole, so it's pretty hard not to actually screw it up. So this is our main jet, and I believe this is our pilot way down in there. To look and see if I have a small screwdriver, because we need to get this guy out. Let me see if I can find a screwdriver that's not gonna jack that thing up. Hang on a second. All right, guys. So my little Klein precision screwdriver is like exactly the same size as this bore. Got a nice flat blade. Stick it down in there. Yeah. Cool, cool. All right, I think we got it. We got it. All right. So there's our pilot jet. It's for our air idle. There's a couple of measurements we have to take. Now this has got, there's a couple of, focus. So there's 2, hang on, 2, 4, 6, is there 8? You gotta count the holes. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. I'm trying to look at this thing. Let's see, 1, 2. Yeah, it looks like it's got six holes in it. And then we got to measure the threads, and we got to measure the overall length. I think I already picked this one. I knew, like, this looks like the right one. And what did they say? So I think it's millimeters. Okay. Measure the length on this thing. 13.54. Ooh. And then the thread diameter, 4.88. So I have to look at. Let's double check this again. Okay. 13.53. This is like 4.4 ish. 4.88. Okay. All right, and it's got 6 holes. So now I have to go look on Jets R Us, and we will pick the right one. I'm gonna set this inside of there real quick, and then let's see if we have. I guess we can use a croissant wrench. Try to get it nice and tight there. Okay. The idea is not to screw any of this up, right? So somewhere on here, is there any kind of numbers on here? I don't see any kind of. Oh, it's on the end, but I can't read it. I'll have to bring it in. I'm gonna set that aside. And I'm gonna take this guy apart. Right here. Okay, that came loose real easy. You know, you just gotta be careful with this stuff. This one's brand new, so. Oh! I forgot that it was just held in there. This is our. This is the tube that the jet sits in. Oh, and you can see there's a. Hang on. There's like a cutout there. There's a pin in the side. Can you see it? There, you can see it. So, that obviously comes from. You got to put it down in here this way, right? And there is a pin. So I need to go find the other pieces. I'll come right back, and we'll put in the. We're gonna put in the 250 jet into here. This is. It's not this. The other one's the jet, which is a. It should be a 330, and we're going down to a 250. Let me go. Let me get the other parts, and then we'll put this thing back. Hang on. All right. First thing I wanted to do is I brought my X-ray goggles, and I brought a beer. Gotta drink a beer when you're working on motorcycles. First thing I wanted to do was look and see about this jet, the pilot jet. We saw there was something on there. I just couldn't read it. Hopefully I can see it with my magnifying glasses here. Come on. This a little easier. These aren't magnetic, so you can't just get them out of there. Alright, so I just want to look at this is the main jet. And this says D. What the hell? Oh. Looks like it does say. I swear it says DEE. That's weird. We'll have to look at the. We'll have to look at the new one. That's. Oh wait. Yeah, because this is the jet, and this is the piece it screws into. Okay. Well, I can't tell you about that one. Does this have any? This has got something. Ooh, spooky. It's got something written on it. This one definitely. There's like a little symbol, like a square in the corner of a square, and it does say 30 on it. So we know this is a 30. I took some pictures. I'll put them up of what we're looking for. It was 4.9 millimeters across the threads on our little guy here. So it said 4.9. It's 4.88. And it said overall length of 14 millimeter. I'm measuring, overall length. we're at 13.56, but I'll show you the jet I'm looking at. I mean, this is the style. I don't think there's any other style besides, like, that's this close to this one. So we know that. And then here's the jet kit from Mikuni. You can see it comes with a different tube, right? And it comes with three different jets, and then it comes with the needle itself. So we'll have to put this on the bike, but what I want to do is we need to move this out of the way. We'll put that over there. We still need this piece, and like I said, this is the jet. Oh, you know what? It's just upside down. That's why I said it looks like DEE. It's 330. Let me see if it's there. This one I look like DEE. No, it's 330. Okay. So, like I said, we're gonna pick the put my hand back on here. We're gonna pick the one in the middle of them. I hope that my microphone is on my hat. Hopefully that comes through. All right. Okay, so we can put the needle back away. All right. Okay. And then we're gonna look. Okay. Now I'm gonna clip my microphone to my shirt. All right. And get some beer. All right. So we're going to look at this, and we're going to pick the one that says 250. This one says 250. This one says 240. And this one says 260. So we know these are the other two jets. If it's still like the main jets, we have two options here. But we're going to go with the 250. Okay, and we got the new tube, which it's still got the notch, and you feed it in, the pins over here. All right, so I heard this is the tricky part, is I need something. We're not trying to damage this at all. We're just trying to get it to go down in there once. Oh man, it was so close. Let me see if I got a pair of pliers here. Like I said, it's not magnetic, so we're kind of screwed. Let's see what we got. I have an idea. What if we take our small screwdriver here and we kind of just hold it in place here or something? Let's see. What can we do about this? Man, that's like the perfect size for everything. Oh, I bumped you. So now, what I do, I know you can't see it. Okay. Perfect. All right. Now, you see I just used my screwdriver, held it on the end, and now we've got it sitting down in there. Like I said, it mounts from the top, so I'm holding my finger on it, and you can see here we are. So we got to put the holder back on, which is this piece. This holds the tube in place. All right, so we're going to screw that on there, and then we're just going to give it a little something, not anything crazy. All right, that's it. Now, this. What do I have that jet over there? 250. All right, so we're putting the 250 jet on there like that, and remember, like I said, we're just going to do the tiniest little. That's it. Okay. Now, I'm thinking. Okay, we're gonna put the original 330 main jet back in with these other ones. As long as I have my X-ray glasses here, I can pick out which one it is. And like I said, we'll put the needle on the slide when we're ready. I think just so I don't lose it, I'm gonna put this back in here, right? And then take our screwdriver, and we're just gonna gently screw it back in place. And I'm not even gonna tighten it at all. And then we're going to reverse our operations, and we're going to see now. Nothing should fall out. Like I said, this is a brand new carb, so we should be in the clear here. Okay, and this tube needs to go in this hole. All right, perfect. All right, and this is the jet access. You can do this without taking the bowl off, but I did it because I needed to know what pilot jet was, what it looked like. I'm just going to use my screwdriver and lightly. I know it's not the right size. I'm not trying to do anything to these guys, these screws. They still look perfect. I ain't trying to strip them out or nothing. All right. Okay. All right. Same thing over here. Use the little guy. Okay. Okay. All right. So I'm going to put this guy in here also. I don't want to just lose all these carburetor parts, so they're going back in there. This is going to fit the jet that came out of the needle jet that came out, that's on the bike still. That's it. Let's see what we got here. Mikuni OZ carburetors. What's this say? Ugh. Take advantage of your orders, your exclusive orders. Okay, great. Hang on a second. All right, guys, so that's it. You can see we put it back together. Now I'm going to go inside and order the 32.5 and the 35 pilot screw, pilot valve for this. This is a Mikuni VM38-9, and you can see here that my air screw is all the way in. When I asked Tom, he said this needs to be out, a turn and a half. We didn't even get to the air fuel mixture over here, because I had to have this turned all the way in, which ain't right. So we got our measurements. I know what I need. I'm gonna go over to Jets R Us and get them ordered, and we'll put this back together when the jets come in. We'll see you later. Easy.